Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Is I am audible?
Sir.
Okay, only 8 students joined so far out of 27, 9. Okay. So, can you recall what we done in last class? CAMD? Can you recall what we done in last class? Can anyone tell me what we done in last class? Hello? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸು? ಜೀವನ್ ಜೀವನ್
ಸರ್ ಮೆಷಿನ್ ವೈಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಏನೋ ಒಬ್ಬೊಬ್ರು ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾ? ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ? ಮೆಷಿನ್ ವೈಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು? How many parts are over in machine wise? G1.
ಸರ್ ಒಂದ್ ನಿಮಿಷ ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ.
ನೆನ್ಪಿಲ್ವೇನೋ? What about others? Vidya Prasad. Vidya Prasad. Sardar. Sudarshan. Deepesh. Sheshadri.
Three, sir.
Reena. Only 2 parts we finished. One is main body and another one is fourth one. I think screw. Fourth component screw and main body is finished. Okay. So let me go to second one. Here second body. Here in previous drawing what we see in part drawing either plumber block or screw job where we have only 2 views. 2 views are sufficient to describe all the dimension. Okay, so for complicated parts, so in 2 views understanding of the drawing is not easy. That's why sometime we required 3 views if there is more intricate features are there in order to read the drawing. So 3 views are required, 2 views are not sufficient. So as you see the main body, you have 3 views: front view, top view and left side view, which is projecting on the right profile plane. Okay, similarly if you move on to the second body, here also you have 3 view. One is front view, another one is side view, right side view, another one is bottom view. So here in most of the time you see the top view, but here bottom view is given because there is a screw holes in the bottom. In order to locate that properly, here bottom view is used. Depending upon the features present in the 3D components, the views are given. So here you see this is front view. In second component, this is the front view. This is right side view projecting on the left profile plane. This is the bottom view. Okay, is it clear? Now we have to project this one. Which command we use? Normal protrusion or revolve protrusion? Which command you use? Answer Madro. Which command we are going to use? Normal protrusion or revolve protrusion? Normal protrusion. Huh? Vamsi. Okay. So here we need to use normal protrusion to create this part. So what I will do is, so I will take the front view first. So whatever the boundaries of the front view, you just draw the boundaries of the front view and you protrude to 100 mm thickness. Okay, here its side view is given. Once you make this profile for a width of 100 mm, then later you can remove this portion and this portion you can remove with the normal cutout. So just draw the outer boundaries of the front profile. Okay, suppose if I start from here, so if I start from here, so this is 45 plus 10. Okay, so then here what is this distance? Total distance will be 50. 50 minus 5. 50 minus 5, how much? 45. 45 minus 35. Okay, this will be 10 mm. So this distance is how much? This distance is how much? So here it is mentioned here, the distance between ear to ear it is 25 plus 8. Okay, distance between this line to this line 25 plus 3, 28. You already taken 10 mm. So 28 minus 10 mm it will be 18 mm. So this distance will be 35 mm. This distance will be 25. This distance 5 mm. This will be 3 mm. Then from here it is 45 mm. Here this will be 50 mm. Okay, so I will take normal protrusion by selecting the front plane. I will start the drawing here. So I already taken. So you can start from here. First you draw 45 mm line at 90, then 10 mm line at 90, then 10 mm line at 0 degree, then 18 mm at 90. I already calculated dimension. You need to remember those dimension again and again. If you're seeing, it is a waste of time. Okay, again 35 at 0, again 25 at minus 90, again 5 at 0, again 3 at minus 90, again 45 at minus 90, again 50 at 180. Like this, you have to create a profile. So make sure that starting point and end point is connected. See, earlier it was not connected. Okay, so I made using connect command, I connect the starting and end point. Is it clear? What I use here is first 45. So if you can see the sheet, See here. So this is 45, 10. So 10, 18, 35, 25, 5, 3, 45, and 50. So that's what I drawn. Here you have in between these two edges, you have a radius. Fillet of 3 mm radius. In between these two edges, fillet of 10 mm radius that you have to provide. So here you see 10 mm at 90, then 10 mm, sorry, 45 at 90, 10 mm at 90, 10 mm at 0, 18 mm at 90, then 35 mm at 0, then 25 mm at minus 90, then 5 mm at this one, 5 mm at 0, this 3 mm at minus 90, then 45 mm at minus 90, then this will be 50. So select the fillet command in between these two edge. Okay, better you zoom this area in between these two edge. Fillet between these two edge, give the fillet of 3 mm. Okay, again in between these two edge, give the fillet of 10 mm as they given in the diagram. Okay, this is what you have to do. So this is what the outer profile is. So this, okay. So after this, what you have to do? Go for return command. So use symmetric extension. Width will be, you can see the width is 100 mm width. Later you can remove this part. First you take the whatever the profile you create, you protrude for 100 mm. So 100 mm width. Okay, then finish. So after creating this profile, okay, you have to do the cutout. So I don't want this profile to be 100 mm throughout. Okay, I have to remove this portion. So this portion means, so 100 mm means from in bottom you take from the midpoint of the bottom line. So 20 mm on either side you take 20 mm, 20 mm. This length will be how much? It is, this line is corresponding to this line. Okay, this line 45. This is 45. So you, from here you take, or else you can do start from here, from this point. Okay, so central out of 100 in center 40 you negotiate. 100 minus 40 it will be 60. Either side that 60 dimension will be shared from here. Okay, it will be 30. So then draw downward, then you draw this. Okay, this, okay, so this rectangle will be, so this is 30, this is 45. 30, 45 rectangle you can draw and place it at this edge. Okay, our bottom edge. Or else you can simply draw 20 mm line. From here it is 45. Then you extend this, close this profile. Okay, see here I will do it. Normal cutout. Select this face. Okay, from here. So from here I will take, or else from here you take 20 mm line. 20 at 0. So then you take 45 at 90. So then simply you extend this line. Okay, simply you extend this line. So it has to be meet with end point of the this line. So you create this profile. Okay, here there is no material, so no problem. You can extend this whatever dimension you want. So select this profile and do mirror with respect to this plane. So then return. So then do the cutout. So this is what the profile is. Okay. So after doing the cutout, so then we'll see what else you have to do. So here you see, so there is a threaded wall. Okay, so from the side, the throughout its 100 mm width, you will be having threaded walls. Okay, the threaded wall of diameter 20 and into pitch is given 2 mm pitch. It is a square thread of diameter 20 and pitch is 2 mm. Okay, so it is at a distance of 27. So if you select this face, that is 40 mm width face from 27 from here. So here to bottom will be 45 mm. If you take the distance from the bottom, 45 minus 27, it will be 18 mm. So you take 18 mm from here, you have to create that 20 into 2 threaded hole. So what you have to do, select the hole option, not normal cutout. It is a threaded hole. Select hole option. Select this face from the center here, or else from this end it will be 27. From here it is 27. So from here it will be 18. 45 minus 27, it will be 18. Okay, 18 mm at 90. Okay, so this will be, see here, if you check the dimension, it will be 27. So here you need to locate. First you define the hole. You have to define this whole circle. Click on this whole circle. Then you go to this whole circle option. So then define this hole. You want threaded hole. Threaded hole. Okay. Diameter will be 20 mm diameter. Okay. The thread will be 20 into 2 square thread. 20 into 2. You have to select M20 into 2. Okay. So then thread has to be for entire whole extent. Whole extent you have to give. Okay. So yeah, here 20 mm threaded hole. So thread which will be thread will be M20 into 2 to whole extent. Here throughout you have to give through all. Okay. For 100 mm thickness you require, through all you give. Then okay, and place this at this end of this line, 18 mm line. So then you delete this line, then say return. So then you give this direction inside as you given throughout the dimension. So you need not to give the dimension. It will take throughout the part. The threaded hole will be created. Finish. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? Someone respond. Omsi rising hand. What about others?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if you have doubts, please ask me. Okay, then we'll see what else you have to do. So you created this hole and you have friend. This is what? This is movable jaw. What you see in the drawing, this part we are creating movable jaw. You have two screw holes. In this the plate will come, gripper will come. Okay, in order to join gripper to the movable jaw, a screw hole has to be provided. Here you have to select this side face again. You have to create this screw hole as you did in the body here. In body also you created same like this. You have to do. Okay, so this screw hole will be 60 mm apart and it is 15.5 mm from this line. So here, so suppose if you take it from here means it is 45 plus 15.5. It will be 60.5 mm. If you take it from here means it is 15.5 mm, 30 mm up, from this center it will be 30 mm. Okay, so two holes of 5 mm diameter, deep 13 mm, 13 mm deep, and tap of M6 deep 10 mm. Hole depth will be 13 mm and thread depth will be 10 mm. Okay, so you need to select. Here also you have threaded screw holes, so you need to select hole. With normal cutout you cannot do this. You have to select hole option. Select this face. Okay, so dimension is given from this line. So while doing, if you take the dimension from this line, it will be wrong. Your assembly will be wrong. You will not get a proper drawing in your assembly, there will be mismatch of screws. Okay, so that's why see the drawing properly. The dimension 15.5 is given from this line, not this line. So you have to the distance between these two lines is 3 mm. Here you see. So this is edge. This will be 3 mm. Suppose if you want to take it from here, 15.5 minus 3, you have to take 12.5. I will take 12.5 from this end. Okay, so you can suppose you just extend this. There will be guideline with dotted line. So from here you can take 15.5, or else from here you can take 12.5. You will take 12.5 from there at 90. As you know, this is 60 mm apart from the center. Each screw hole will be 30 mm from the center, 30 at 0. Okay, on the other side also you will be having 30 at 180. Is it clear? So then you have to define the hole. Go to hole circle, select this hole option here. Here I want threaded hole, that is threaded hole of diameter 5. Thread you will, if you even if you select M6, it will automatically take M5, I think. So here finite extent. So I want thread up to 10 mm, and hole depth is here. Hole depth is 13 mm. So since I've defined already in previous drawing, so same it is showing, and it will be having V bottom. At the bottom will be having V bottom. So then say OK and place it at the center point has to be placed at the end of 30 mm line on either side. Is it clear? Is it clear how I define this? Okay, threaded hole, 5 mm diameter. As I told you, you have to take 5 mm diameter. 5 mm. If you take 5 mm here also it will take 5 mm. No problem. You take it 5 mm, 10 mm deep, 13 mm. So save default. Okay. So earlier it is taken as M6, so I will delete that. And threaded 5 mm, 5 mm, finite extent. Thread depth will be 10 mm, hole depth will be 13 mm, V bottom. Select and place this like this. Then you delete the construction lines. Then return, give the direction. Finish. Is it clear? Is anything left out in this drawing? You see, is there anything left out? The outer body is created. So this 20 mm threaded wall is created for the entire body, and here screw wall is created. Here this screw wall is for joining gripper to the movable jaw. There is one more holes are there at the bottom. Here you see at the bottom we have screw holes again. Here it is defined same screw holes. Okay, what we created for gripping jaw grip, same screw hole at the bottom in order to join this, in order to constrain the movement in vertical direction. Here you see movable jaw will be interlocked from the bottom. Okay, so that it has to move in x direction, not lift along the y direction. So at the bottom you have to provide that. Okay, and at the bottom it is, see here you see 24 mm apart. Okay, so here select the whole option. So you have to select the bottom. See, when it is landing, when it is positioned like this vertically, three face will come. This is this bottom face. These two faces are here. This face. So it has to be created like this vertically. Okay. So don't create horizontally. So you have to position like this. Three face is visible. You have to create like this vertically, as I already defined that. Okay, so you can make use of same screw hole you already defined. You can make use of same screw hole. So if you use save default, so next when you taking the any holes or any threaded holes, so automatically that dimension will be taken. If you use save default, this is 24 mm apart, this width will be 50 mm, right? Okay, so from the midpoint, so you can take this, the entire height will be 100 mm, 100 mm. So, so from this point, it will be 50 mm up to here. So it will be 12 mm downward. So 50 minus 12, it will be 38 from this end. Okay, like that. You can, or you have here from this point, you draw 50 mm line, or else you directly draw 38 mm line at 90. Okay, again from here also, from this end also, you draw 38 mm line at minus 90. So this distance will be 24, like this. Okay, so then you can go to whole circle, as I already given save default. You see, it will take threaded hole 5 mm diameter, 5 mm thread, and to finite extents of 10 mm, and the hole depth will be 13 mm. Same hole has to be placed like this. Once you place, you can delete these two lines, construction line. Then you can say return and show the direction upward. Finish. Okay, like this you have to create this part. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Is
sir.
it clear? Okay. Okay. Then you save this file as, save as part 2. So then go to new file, select normal dot par part drawing. Okay. Then move on to the third part. So which one is third part here? Third part will be this jaw grip. Jaw grip will be third part. Okay, here knurling is provided in this software. That option is not available. You can just simply draw the plate with the screw holes. Okay, so here you have to draw a rectangle of 100 mm into 28 mm. Okay, so then from the bottom at 12.5 mm distance, see here it total height will be 28 mm. So the, this is not at the center. Screw hole is not at the center. It is not 14 mm from the bottom. So you have to be very careful even at assembly also. Okay, because it is not, the screw holes are not at the center. It is 12.5 mm from the bottom. In assembly also, by placing it is very important. Okay, so first you create 100 mm into 28 mm profile. The width will be 8 mm. Okay, width will be 8 mm. So go to normal protrusion, select the front plane. Here you can create, uh, you can create a rectangle of 100 mm into 28 mm, 100 mm, 28 mm, 0. So if you want to position exactly at the center, you can from midpoint to midpoint you draw a line. So then move from the midpoint of the line we drawn here. Like this you can place. So once you place, you can delete this line. Okay, then go to return option. So use symmetric extent, when you are giving width, the width will be 8 mm. Okay, so then you go to hole. Okay, because same hole option we are using here, we are using for the first body also, same screw holes. Here also in the second body also at the bottom, and as well as in order to fix the jaw grip, we are using same hole. Here also in washer also we are using same. Okay, this one. So here it is not a threaded hole. Okay, don't confuse like that. Here it is not a threaded hole, it is a countersink hole. Countersink wall in order to accommodate screw head. Okay, so here countersink hole of diameter is 6.3. Here you see diameter 6.3 is given. Okay, and at the top head diameter is 12 mm diameter. The whole diameter is 6.3. Countersink diameter is 12 mm. The angle will be 90. So this countersink height will be 4 mm. Okay, so that you have to define. So select this line. It has to be 12.5 mm from the bottom line. 12.5 at 90. So then from here it is, can see here also it is 60 mm apart. Okay, that means 30 mm line at 0, and again from this end also you can take 30 mm at 180. See here, so this whole location is not at exactly center. So then you define the hole. I want countersink hole. Countersink in order to accommodate hole. The countersink diameter will be 6.3. Diameter of the hole is 6.3. Okay, countersink diameter will be 12 mm. Countersink angle will be 90. 90. Here you see it is defined here. Okay, so hole, if you see the side view, you can see the hole diameter is 6.3. Countersink top and the diameter is 12 mm and angle is 90. Okay, angle is 90. Then so through hall, we have to give through hall. Then place this here as well as here. Then delete the construction line. Then return. So like this we required countersink hole in order to accommodate the screw. Okay, is it clear? Then place it in dimetry and save it as part 3. Is it clear? Any doubts? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
ಬಾಯ್ ಬಿಡ್ರೋ, ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ? ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಲ್ವಾ? Vamsi is on texting. Yes, yes. Okay. So then you move on to you already save, I think, save as part 3. You already saved. Then you move on to new part, normal.par. So then your fourth part is over, as we did in previous class, the screw. Then you go to fifth part. Fifth part will be screw rod. This will be this is the fifth part, screw rod. It will move. This is the screw rod. Okay, it will house the all component. Okay, see here all the component are body as well as movable jaw and uh, the screw and bolts attached at the end it will house. Okay, so you have to create this part. The dimension is been given here. So I which protrusion I will be going to use for this component? Which protrusion you are using for this screw rod? Which protrusion you will use? Normal or revolved protrusion? Someone respond.
Revolve, sir.
Okay. See here, I will start from here. So this is M10 as they given. So from here you have to take 5 mm. So this will be 22 mm. Okay, you can place it like this for better understanding. And where is it? So you will place it like this, then you can easily read. So here 5 mm from this point, 22 mm. The difference between these two is 12 minus 10. It will be 1 mm at 0, then 18 mm. The difference between these two, 20 minus 12. So it will be 8. So one side it will be 4 mm. From year to year it will be 170 plus 40. So it will be 210. So again difference between these two is 32 minus 20. It will be 12 mm. So 6 mm on this side. This is 40 and this will close as 16 mm. Okay. So first you take this dimension 5 mm at 0, then 22 mm at 90, then 1 mm at 0, then 18 mm at 18 mm at 90. Okay, then 4 mm at 0, then 210 mm. Okay, so I use revolved protrusion. Select the front plane. So I will start from this point. So 5 mm at 0, then 22 mm at 90, then 1 mm at 0, then here 5 mm at 0, then 22 at 90, 1 mm at 0, then 18 at 90, then it is 4 mm. Okay, 4 mm at 0, 18 at 90, then 4 mm at 0, then 210 mm at 90. See here 5 mm 0, 22 mm 90, 1 mm 0, 18 mm 90, 4 mm 0. From year to year it is 210. So this distance will be 32 minus 20, it will be 12 mm. So on one side it will be 6 mm. 6 mm at 0, then 40. 6 mm at 0, then 40 at 90, then 16 mm at 180. This is what the required profile. Then you close this to the end point of to the starting point. So once these two are connected, okay, so then use revolved protrusion. So use axis of revolution, give this axis, return. So 360-degree, give the revolved protrusion. Then use fit to screen. So then you see here, so there is a radius round is given for this. Either you can draw in profile drawing. Suppose anything you missed in profile drawing, you can go to the protrusion here, revolved protrusion, go to edit profile. So then you can give the fillet between these two lines 3 mm. So then return. that fillet will be updated in the 3D drawing. Okay, is it clear? So here you see you have a thread here. So here you see this bottom cylinder 22 mm length, it is given as M10. M10 stand for metric thread, 10 mm metric thread. Okay, here second cylinder it is given as 12 mm diameter cylinder. Here we don't have any threads here. It is mentioned as 12 mm by 12. Okay, that is nothing but there is no thread here. So here the third cylinder, what we see, have a thread up to 170 mm length. So here it is mentioned up to 170 mm length, have a thread, and here you have a hole. Okay, of diameter in the top view it is given 10 mm diameter hole is there. In order to rotate this, so as you rotate this, okay, so this will movable jaw, move up and down. Okay, first I will provide thread here. I will go to wall option. In wall option, there is a down scroll. In that you will be having external thread. Select it external thread. Okay. So here click on the cylinder to thread. Bottom cylinder first I have to thread. Click on the end of the cylinder from which the thread will offset. From this end, thread has to be offset. So then to cylinder extent here, type of thread will be M10. Select type, then finish. Okay. So then you don't have thread for the second cylinder, you have thread for the third cylinder. Then again go to thread option. Okay. Select this cylinder. Okay, click on the cylinder to thread, you select starting point, you select this, and uh, to finite value here you take up to 170 mm. I want thread type will be M20. Is it? Thread type will be thread 20 into 2. Okay, pitch will be 2. Square thread it is 20 into 2. Here you select 20 into 2. Okay, then finish. So as you see, even you are giving offset length, it is taken for full length. It is a software error. You can leave it, no problem. If you try it again, thread. Okay, try it. I want to select this cylinder to be thread. Starting point will be this. Offset will be, say, you can select 170 mm offset. Okay, finite value 170 here also. So it is taking full length, no problem, you can leave it as it is. Okay, so then you have to create a hole. Okay, here in order to rotate this spindle, okay, with the help of key. Okay, you have to create a spindle at 20 mm height from this face. Okay, so this the diameter will be 10 mm. So what I will do, go to normal cutout, select this plane and this plane, on two plane you have to do the cutout. Select the front plane. On the plane you are creating a hole at a distance of 20 from the midpoint of this line. Take 20 mm line. Then you have to create a circle of 10 mm. So then you can delete this construction line. So then return symmetric extent. So on either side, the cutout has to be done. So you created this cutout with respect to front plane, then again you created with respect to side plane. Similarly, how you did. So from the midpoint, take 20 mm length. From that point, you draw a circle of 10 mm. Then delete that construction line. Then return. Profile cannot be completely overlap. If this type of error is coming, means there are two circles. You can delete one circle, then you try it again. Then give symmetric extent. Like this, you have to create. Is it clear? Fifth part, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
ನಾಕು ಸೋಂಬೇರಿಗಳು ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ವಾ ಸ್ಪೀಡಾಗಿ? Okay, so then fifth part is completed. Then move on to the sixth part. What is sixth part here? Sixth part will be washer. Okay, sixth part here you see washer. You can use revolved protrusion. Okay, the washer here, so with normal cutout, normal protrusion only you can do normal protrusion. So first you draw a circle of 32 mm diameter, then give the protrusion height at 3 mm, then you create a hole of 10.5 mm. Okay, 10.5 mm washer. Okay, so go to protrusion here. Once you save this, go to new file, normal dot part. So normal protrusion, select the bottom plane. So here you have to draw a circle of how much? 32 mm diameter. Okay, then return, give the height of 3 mm. Okay, so then finish. Again you go for cutout. At the top face you draw a circle of 10.5 mm, then return, use cutout to the bottom. This is the washer, very simple one. You see, outer diameter 32 mm, you draw a circle, then give protrusion height of 3 mm, then on any face, bottom or top face, you draw a 10.5 mm diameter and do the cutout. Okay, sixth part is over. Save this part, save as part 6. So then go to new file, normal dot part. Okay, then go to seventh part. Seventh part will be nut. Here at the top it is given nut. You already created this type of nut in plumber block. Same way you create here also. So the diameter of the circle will be so just first you create a hexagon. M10 is given means you create a hexagon of 10 mm edge. Okay, create a hexagon of with normal protrusion. Select the bottom plane, draw the hexagon first, then you can place it at the bottom. 10 mm at 0, you know how to draw hexagon. 10 mm at 60, 10 mm at 60 into 2, 10 mm at 60 into 3, 10 mm at 60 into 4, and 10 mm at close this end point to starting point. Okay, then draw one diagonal. From the center of the diagonal you can move and place it at the intersection of the plane. Then delete that diagonal, then go to return. Here profile is not closed. So here the two line is indicated by pink color. That means the joining of these two line is not closed. So in order to rectify that error, so go to connect option, use zoom command. In between these two line you connect this end of this point and end of this point. So once you connect, then use return option. So the height will be, I think, 8 mm. See, 8 mm is the height. 8 mm. Okay, select, then finish. Then on top of this, we have to create a threaded wall on top of this. Okay, so define this threaded wall of M10 diameter. Okay, M10 to wall extent. If you given wall extent here, uh, through all you give, say okay. So then place at the center, then return, give bottom direction, finish. Okay, once you create this bolt, sorry, nut. Okay, so here at the top, it is not a flat. You have to be round, something like round. It has to be there. Uh, for that, what you have to do? Use revolved protrusion, revolved cutout. Select the plane such a way that three face will be visible from the nut. Here, if I select this plane, only two face is visible. It is not. If you take it like this, you will not get proper round. Select the plane such a way that three faces visible. I will select the front plane. Now three faces visible. Zoom that particular area. Then just draw a diagonal line like this. Simply a line like this. Then select a revolved cutout. So then return. Okay. I want to delete outside this line, not inside this line. Outside this line. Uh, give outside direction. Then 360-degree view, finish. Like this you will get. So then you save this as 7 part. 8th part will be lock nut. So here you see lock nut, same hexagonal nut only, but instead of 8 mm it is 5 mm. So what you will do, instead of again doing this hexagonal, you already saved as part 7. Again you save this as part 8. Save as part 8. Then you change the to the required dimension. Okay, go to hole option, sorry, protrusion option. So for changing the third dimension, you have to use edit definition, edit profile in order to change the 2D drawing. If you want to change the third dimension, use edit definition. Here, side step will be there, or this one extend step will be there. Instead of 8 mm, you just give 5 mm. So then 5 mm protrusion, edit definition, side step 5 mm. Okay, finish. So the thread also taken here, but only thing is cutout is not taken here. So you can delete the cutout and again you do the cutout. Select revolved cutout. Select the plane such a way that three face is visible as I told you. So again you just draw a diagonal line like this, then select the axis of revolution, so then return. Outside of that line has to be removed, U360. Okay, suppose if you feel that it is only you have to change that profile, you can drag this line little bit down so that it will be more, or else you can delete that line and you can draw the line little bit down so that it will be visible appreciably like this. Okay, so then save this. You already given save as, so you just save this as 8 part. Okay, 8 part is over. Then last part will be clamping plate. So this is the clamping plate which will come at the bottom here, this one, in order to join movable jaw. In order to fix the movable jaw to the main body, clamping plate will be used. That clamping plate, first you draw this one rectangle here. So it is 50 mm into 50 mm. Draw 50 mm into 50 mm square, and that uh, thickness will be 8 mm, same as what we given to this one third part, that is jaw grip. Okay, same distance you can give. As the thickness is not given in the side view, so you take it as 8 mm as you given to the jaw grip 8 mm. Here also you can give 8 mm. Okay, first you draw, go to file, new, part drawing. Okay, so select the front plane, normal protrusion front plane, draw as square of 50 into 50 at 0. Then place this at the center, draw the diagonal line. In order to place this at the center, move from the midpoint of the diagonal and place it like this. So then delete this line. So then return. So use symmetric protrusion of 8 mm. Finish. Then go for hole. Uh, you have to place a hole here at a distance of it is 24 mm apart from the center, 12 mm on either side. You have to take here, from here 12 mm to the down also 12 mm. Then define the hole here. I want countersink hole. Here you see countersink hole. So same how you given for jaw grip. Similarly here also 6.3 is the diameter of the hole. Countersink diameter is 12 mm. Angle is 90. You just give that. This 4 mm is not required. 6.3 is the diameter of the hole. Countersink diameter will be 12 mm. 12 mm. So countersink angle will be 90. Then to next, save OK. Place it one below and one above 12 mm distance from the center. These two countersink hole will be 24 mm apart. Then say return, give inside direction. So this is the clamping plate. Save it as part 9. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now all the parts are over. Okay. So another 15 minutes is there. Shall we complete the assembly or we'll take it in the next class?
Next class.
We'll move on to the assembly. Or any part we need to redo. If you have any doubts in any part, we can again do it. Any parts you have doubts? You have doubts on any part?
No, sir.
No. Okay. So if you don't have doubts, we'll move on to the assembly. assembly. Here, this is second one. Blue color is part library. I saved in desktop in my name folder, machine wise. So select the part one and drag it on the screen. You know assembly procedure. If you click on the part bottom screen, the body will be appear. Okay, so click and hold on part one, drag it on the screen. Okay, like this. So then what you have to do? Then we have to place a jaw grip. So let me take it later stage. Before that, we'll place part two on this. So just drag it and place it above part two. Uh, so I want to use the relationship in order to do the assembly. So go to assembly relationship, give axial alignment. This axis of this hole and axis of this hole has to become, because the part 5, this will go along the same hole. So you have to give the axis axial alignment of this hole and this hole. Okay, it has to be come along the same line. And then once you give this, then other alignment is taken appropriately. Then you can give the flash bit in our, you already taken the other alignment, flash bit of this one with this one you can give. So then you can use mate option here. I want to use mate between these two surface at a distance of, say I will give 40 mm distance between these two surface. Uh, assembly, mate, this surface and this surface, give 40 mm. See, first you have to here you see, when you are using this, you have to make sure that when you give mate option, so first you define what distance you have to be, keep the part apart. I will given 40 mm. It need not to be 40, you can take it more or less. So 40 mm, then you select the face. I want to keep this between these two faces 40 mm. Like that it will place it. Okay. So then what is too much low, you can change that. Okay, use mate option. I will give 60 mm so that assembling of jaw gripper will be easy. Okay, 60 mm. Okay, now we will have more distance to assembly the other parts. Okay, so then I will take the jaw gripper next. That is this one, part 3. Okay, so you have to be make sure that the alignment is proper. Bottom distance is 12.5 mm. Okay, so here also that bottom distance is 12.5 mm. If you from this face it is 15.5 mm, from this 3 mm face it will be 12.5 mm. Make sure that select and place it on this. So then uh, we use axial alignment of this hole with this, and again the axial alignment of this hole. I think it has to be come on the other side. But then use, so rotate like this. So this screw holder has to be countersink hole has to be comes on the right side. If you rotate like this and then you place it like this, then it will be easy. Axial alignment of this hole with this, and one more axial alignment of this hole with this. Okay, then give the flash bit of this surface with this surface. So you see the front view. Once you do the assembly, see this jaw grip has to be placed on this 5 mm surface, 3 mm above from this. Okay, if you see the drawing sheet, it has to place on this surface. Okay, if it is come on placing on this surface, then it is not properly done. Okay, so make sure that, so this jaw grip has to be placed on this 3 mm. Okay, so similarly you place another jaw grip where it is only created once, but when you are placing on the body, rotate towards the, rotate such a way that the screw holder or countersink hole is on the left side. Like that you rotate, place it like this. Similarly, how you did the assembly for the movable jaw, you do it for the body also. Axial alignment of this with this, and axial alignment of, you can use move option. Okay, move along this direction, can move like this. So then again axial alignment of second, this one with this one. So then use flash fit of this surface with this. Is it clear? Here also, if you see the front view, it has to be placed on this. Okay, so the gap has to be there between jaw gripper and the main body surface. It has to be placed like this. Once you assembly the jaw gripper with the main body and movable jaw, then take the screw and assembly it, place it. Okay, so place the screw. Okay, so here 4 times you have to place the screw. So axial alignment of screw and this one. Okay, once the uh, axial alignment is over, then you give flash bit of this surface. Zoom option. Alignment of this surface with this surface. Okay, and also in order to view neatly, you can also give axial alignment of this rectangular surface what we see here inside. You can give this one with outer body so that alignment will be proper. So it align vertically like this. So you have to do it for all the screw holes. Fourth one, take it here. So rotate like this. Take it here. So once you use for the left, you can mirror because you have plane at the center. You can mirror to the right side. Okay. Behind the plane we are placing, then you can mirror in front of plane. Use axial alignment of screw and screw hole. Then flash bit of zoom this area. Flash bit of this surface with this surface. Again, in order to be aligned properly, use flash fit again. Flash fit of this. If it is not taking, zoom the area. flash fit of this with this surface. So it will align vertically. Screw will align vertically, so it will look nice. Okay, once you do, then you can use solid mirror option or mirror component. So I use mirror component. I'm going to mirror this one. Click on the assembly reference plane. First it is asking plane, click the plane first, then click on the component to mirror. I want to mirror only screw. Solid mirror. Here you go for assembly, this one first one. Use solid mirror. First click the plane, then you select part 4 PAR1 as well as 2, both you select, then OK. So on the other side it will be mirrored. Is it clear? Is it clear? While you are selecting the screw, I go to this one, assembly pathfinder. Okay, so that you can easily select this. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So then what else is there? Go to part library. Part 1 is over, part 2 is over, part 3 is over, part 4 screw is assembled, part 5 spindle. Okay, so select this. You can rotate horizontally like this. Select and place it on the right side. So you have to use finish option before going for next one. Finish, then you select this part 5 and place it on the right of this. Then give axial alignment of this with this. Okay, so then you give flash fit of this surface with this one. Okay, so after that, here washer, lock nut and nut has to be placed here. Here washer will be there. Select the washer and give axial alignment first. Axial alignment of this axis with this. Okay, I think it will go inside. I am not here, it is outside only. So then give the flash fit of this surface with this surface. Okay, then you bring the nut, part 7 nut. You can place it like this, rotate like this and bring it here. So you first use axial alignment of nut hole, nut thread hole and this one. So then flash fit of bottom surface of the nut. Use zoom option. Then here this surface. Okay, so then in order to look properly, you can use this flash fit of one of this surface with this. So it will align properly. Then use lock nut. Similarly, come and drag it on the screen. Then use axial alignment of this hole with this. Then flash fit this surface with this surface. So for proper alignment, you can use like this one with this one. Okay, so now anything left? Part 1 over, part 2 over, part 3 over, part 4 over, part 5 over, 6 over, 7 over, 8 over, only 9 is there. Okay, you will be having, see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 screw. 6 screw is used, though it is done one time, but we are in assembly we are using 6 times. Okay, it has to be placed like this. The screw holder has to come at the bottom. Place it at the bottom. So then give the axial alignment of this hole with this, and similarly axial alignment of this hole with this. Okay, so then with the use of move command you can drag it downward, and then you use flash fit so that it will fit properly. Flash fit of this bottom surface and this surface. So then you use screw. You can use one screw and then you can mirror with respect to this plane. Take screw 4, place it here. So use the axial alignment of this with respect to this. So then again flash fit of this with respect to. So you hide the plane so that so use select option again. You can hide the plane for time being so that you can select it properly. Axial alignment of this wall with this. So then flash bit of this with this, and again in order to align properly, that alignment is for better visibility. Even if you not do, that's okay. I want select this and align it like this, or align it to the one of the normal direction. Okay, once you do that, then you again make the plane visible so that you can use mirror option. Okay, what I will do here, mirror coffee picture. I will select this plane, select this screw. Okay, okay, then okay, then finish. Like this, you have to assemble. Keep it in diametry. Is it clear? Now the assembly is completed. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So I taken more than the scheduled time. So extracting into 2D sheet will be shown in the next class. Here only one difference what we used is use mate option, isn't it? Okay, that is you understand how to use the mate option. Okay, you Vamsi, you do it on your own. You will satisfy much more in this assembly. Okay, so it is super subject only. If you practice, you will enjoy this subject. Okay, so you understand how to use mate option. Okay, so first you have to use select mate option, but after giving the axial alignment of the wall, then once you select mate option, then first define the distance 60 mm, then select the two face, then the two surface will place it at 60 mm apart. Okay, I will end this session for today, and before that I will going to save this, save as assembly. Okay, assembly. I will save this. Next class I will explain the remaining portion. So extracting into 2D sheet. So thanks for joining the class. I will end the session for today. We'll meet you tomorrow in MCWO class. Okay, so until then, please practice these drawings. Have a good day. Take care.